Hello everyone and welcome to this Marvel Crisis Protocol unboxing of CP29 and CP30, Kingpin, and then also Bullseye and Daredevil. Now, if you're also in the UK like I am, you might be wondering where on earth are these, because all we got was the Punisher and Taskmaster box, which I covered in a previous video. As of yet, these two still are not available in the UK, and that's a problem. It's unexplained. There's obviously some kind of distribution issue specifically within the UK, because these, in English, I got from Germany, because they're available in English. In Europe, obviously in America, you've had them already. If you're interested in getting a copy, since these are they're still penciled in, it's 2 weeks into November or something like that for Britain. I think the site I got it from was called gamesisland.eu, but you can have a look around and try and find the best price. That was the best price I could find. There was no import tax to pay or anything like that. So anyway, we're going to start with Kingpin, the large lad himself, leader of the criminal syndicate affiliation. And we're going to see everything that is available, and as always, cast supreme judgment on his assembly instructions. Now, he's a large and round character. This can't possibly be... Okay, yes. They took up half the page with just himself, so that just shows you how simple this assembly is. A bit redundant putting the top of the cane on, whatever, that is fine. That's one small thing in an otherwise acceptable build. And of course, as always, you can count on Top Mass Games. I'm curious, has anyone ever had a bad sprue in one of these boxes? I have never had any. I'm curious if anyone has. Look how wide he is. And of course, he's standing on the Nelson and Murdoch lawyer sign, otherwise known as Daredevil, and his friend Foggy Nelson. Oh yeah, and there's the cane. Cane's the only part that's a little bit... like, that would be a little bit flimsy, but the plastic they use is okay. I don't see that being an issue. The sprue is fine. The sprue is fine. Now then, I believe he comes with a mission, but we'll see for sure in a second. Yeah, those look like Terrified... is that MJ? It might be, I'm not sure. And some stun and shaking markers, just because we don't have enough of those already. Yep, he does come with a mission. Alright, good. A 16 threat one, so below the average of 17. Mayor Fisk vows to find missing witnesses. Oh, right. Find. He wants to kill them. He uses map C, so that's the one you've seen most recently in the most recent battle report if you watched that. 2 civilians are worth 2 if you're securing them. And they flee during the cleanup phase because they're not actually being saved. That's fun. Oh, they flail as well, and anyone within 1 of a witness suffers 1 damage and stun. That's why you get the extra stun cards. Okay, whoops, let's almost throw it away. So we have ourselves the Criminal Syndicate affiliation card. Kingpin, Bullseye, Taskmaster, Black Cat, which is obviously a reveal of an upcoming mini. Crossbones, MODOK, Killmonger, Green Goblin, and Mysterio again, who we saw on the Spider Foes card. Same on that side. Shadow Organization. During the power phase, oh, this is to steal priority, I think. During the power phase, any number of allied criminal syndicate characters may spend 2. Any enemy characters must be within 2 of the characters that spent power to... oh no, never mind. They do have a priority stealing one somewhere. Unless that's his affiliation bonus. So this is a way to essentially give a better version of stealth to your team for a turn. Nice. Is this the one, all according to plan? This is probably the one I'm thinking of, because I think this is the one they showed on Twitter. Yeah, any number of your criminal syndicate people may spend power. If the total is 10, you take priority. It's a hefty price to pay to deliberately go first in a turn, but depending on who you're up against, it could be good. This card I have not seen. Rhino and Bullseye. What do they do? Oh, hired muscle, that's why. They're hired goons. They actually made a hired goons card. That's fantastic. Any character may spend 1 to play this card. Each civilian token within 3 of this character is placed within 2 of its current position. Ah, you're muscling in and forcing civilian tokens to move. Very niche, since usually when a civilian token is dropped, you just pay the power to pick it up. It can happen that you don't have it. It looks like Bullseye is blushing. It looks like he's declaring his love. It's very strange. And then Kingpin himself, the largest of the lads. Well, until they had the blob, I guess. Although he's all muscle. 7 health, small move, size 3. 4 threat, 433. He's got a physical headbutt with stun and push. He's got a cane laser. His Pimkin has a laser in it. There's beam 3, wow. Beam 3, only 4, but it's free. It ignores line of sight. You don't get cover. Hail to the King. That's when he's beating someone up. 3 power for 7 physical. Once per turn, during an allied character's activation, it may spend to use this leadership ability. Move 1 asset. Oh yeah, so the mission control tactics card. The Criminal Syndicate has that card basically as their ability. You can swap tokens around people. So they're very, very good, assuming they've grabbed the token, of keeping it away. Interesting. Additionally, each allied healthy character contesting an objective token counts as 2 healthy characters, which is massive as well. They are really good at objective holding. Yeah, that is, they can move them. Each healthy character counts as 2 characters for securing as well. That sounds really good. Street level negotiations, he can chuck things. And he reduces damage by 1 to a minimum of 1. Oh, not to a minimum of 1, never mind. Alright, Kingpin's on par with Thanos. If he takes 1 damage, it goes down to 0. And he doesn't suffer damage if he's collided with. Wounded side, still has 7 HP. Doesn't look like anything else has changed. The illicit network has not changed. Yeah, I think he's basically the same. He seems really interesting though. And the Criminal Syndicate affiliation in general is very interesting. And we know from the card, of course, the Bullseye is part of it. So let me just take a quick break to get this cleaned away. And we shall look at these two. And I'm very looking forward to Daredevil. Alright, let's see here. The man with no fear and the man who can throw anything with lethal force. I really like Daredevil. It's thanks to the Netflix show, I'll be honest. I'm not going to pretend I've liked him for years or anything like that. The Netflix show was fantastic. I hate that it's gone. I hate that he's not being in the cinematic universe, it sounds like. He was perfect. The Kingpin they had was perfect as well. Let's see. Judgment is rendered. You've got to put his little pockets on his belt. Other than that, Bullseye seems fine. Well, and a holster as well, sorry. They are layered, so that helps. Daredevil himself, I've seen the model obviously being painted on their live streams, etc. from a while back. That rope is super flimsy. I don't think it's going to snap. It's a little awkward when you're moving the miniature around. You can see it wobbling. It's a price you pay for a pretty cool looking pose. I really like that pose. It's utterly impractical because if you follow it in the way it's being thrown, it would catch on his legs and trip himself up, assuming it was thrown with force. So, you know. It's a cool shot, but it makes no sense. And it wobbles. Oh, actually, that's interesting. Look at that. The part of the wire has pressed so much against the plastic, it's actually damaged the plastic. That bit there is probably not helped either. I wonder if it's damaged. No, it seems fine. I think... No, the rope is higher. It was the rope. Like, if you hold it like that, you can see the rope is just higher than the bit of sprue there holding it. So it was actually the rope pressing against the plastic, not that. Again though, the rest of the sprue is fine. Itty bitty Bullseye. I think Bullseye is going to be a sleeper favourite, from what I can recall. I can't remember his specific stats, but I think he's going to be a sleeper, like, hit. Everybody's all about Hawkeye right now. They choose to believe because they saw that one battle report we did here, where Hawkeye was absolutely amazing. Oh, there's more of those ticks. I still don't know what those are for. They were in the Taskmaster box as well, and I assumed it was to keep track of whether or not you'd been attacked once already by a character, but I don't know. Those are weird as well. You've been dazed by neon lights? Apologies, I hit the camera there. Well, nobody ever said Bullseye wasn't unhinged. Cruelty. Twist of the Knife is a mystic attack. 5 range, 5 damage. If an allied character damages an enemy character with an attack during its activation, after the attack is resolved, the attacking character may spend 2 to play this card. The attacking character immediately performs the attack listed above, targeting the damaged character. It's a chance to twist the knife, as it says, to finish off a target. This attack can only have dice added to its attack from critical results, and this attack cannot modify... cannot modify its attack dice. I like that, it makes them look very unhinged. Also, apologies in advance if my dog barks, because I see her looking out the window and wagging her tail. So we have climbing gear, that's Moon Knight, right? An upcoming character in the MCU as well, I think. Any character may spend 3 to play this card. This character gains the Wall Crawler trait until the end of the round. This character immediately advances small. So it lets you scale buildings instantly. It gives you a free small move as well. It's a grappling hook. It's a back claw, essentially. Acute senses. There's Daredevil using his radar. Nice. I like that. This is good art. During a character's activation, it may spend 1 to play this card. Enemies do not benefit from stealth superpower, and this character ignores line of sight when attacking. That second part is a lot more potent than the first part, because not a lot of enemies have stealth. But ignoring line of sight? Interesting. And it's 1, right? Yeah, it only costs 1. Huh. Alright. Benjamin Poindexter, Bullseye. 5 health, medium move, size 2, 3 threat. 333. And he's all about chucking things. Range 4 on both his attacks. He can rapid fire the pincushion, which we saw on Punisher's card. He can hit and run, so he can attack and then move, as opposed to all the other attacks in the game that are move in, then attack. If he does an attack that does no damage, you can spend 1 power to do 1 true damage, and you can parting shot people who attack him, and then move away small. So he is all about keeping his distance and chucking things, which is fun. Wounded Side 5 health, so he stays the same, and it doesn't look like anything else has changed here either. I don't believe so, but again, you can pause and compare for yourself if you wish. There's a Wounded Side. I like the art on that one, it's okay. Forgot to comment on the Kingpin one. And then Daredevil, 5 health, large move, size 2, 4 threat, so 1 more. 333, and he again is all about physical attacking, of course. Devil's Deliverance is an area 2 around him for 5 power, that's pretty hefty. Let's see, after attacking a target, if the attacker is within 2... Oh, he can pay 2 to do a reactive strike against someone within 2 of him. And if it's a physical or an energy attack, he adds blanks to his defense roll, and he has Wall Crawler. I must admit, when I remember when Atomic Mass Games shared Daredevil's stat card, I was a little underwhelmed. I love the model, but I was a little underwhelmed by the stats. He goes up 1 health on his other side. Okay. And I believe one of his attacks change. Oh no, he gets Devil of Hell's Kitchen instead of Man Without Fear. He keeps radar sense, and I think everything else stays the same. 542. 542, yep. So you immediately perform an attack with cost 0 against any enemy character within 2 after it's resolved. If the attack contains any skulls, you suffer 1 damage. I mean, yeah, I guess it's showing he's getting reckless and just getting in there because he has no fear. I get it, it's in character. It's a little meh. That's a shame. But again, I love the miniature, so I don't care. So that is everything in the Daredevil, Bullseye, and of course, from before, Kingpin boxes. That's the rest of the releases. It should have been out in October. If you're in the UK, you'll probably struggle to get these for a little bit, but they will come out, I'm sure. Thank you very much for watching this though, and I'll see you next time. Ta-da for now.